and welcome to Katrina's Creations. This is episode 334. I have a ton of finished objects and there's a ton of sales I'm going to tell you about. So let's get started first with the finished objects. We have lots of whatsits. If you missed the video on Wednesday, I did a tutorial for making whatsits. There they are. I will put a link to it up here in the description box and you can check it out. Some of these were made last week, but they just needed to be finished with the eyeballs, and then other ones are new. Yeah, we have a good bit of whatsits. So let's see, all together we have 1, 2, 3. I guess this is an older whatsit because he's got salt and pepper hair. Then we have this one and this one, and then these two. So we have that. This is the original whatsit. And then I made 2 additional loaf sheep. Oh, I forgot to put their noses on. I just realized it. Oh well, I need to put their noses on. So there are our little sheep. Oh, and here's one more whatsit. So we have a plethora of whatsits. So those are my finished objects that I have. Yeah, lots and lots. We have a whole flock of whatsits. So my works in progress are my virus shawl, and of course I'm partway through a row. This is all I have left of the shawl in a ball. I could actually stop now if I wanted to. The shawl would be substantial enough, but I have that little bit. I might as well just use it up. So here it is so far. And like I said, it's substantial enough as it is right now. I could just stop and go from there. I might have a second skein of this. If I have a second skein, I actually might, because then I could get almost 3 shawls out of 2. So there it is, because as big as this is right now, and I'm holding this because I'm there. Now I've got a big enough end. I was partway through a row when I stopped. So when I wrap this around me, you can see that it is substantial now. It's hanging all the way down my back and it's hanging over the front. I might just finish the row that I'm on and call this one done and go to the next. It'll all depend on whether I have more of this color that I can just pick up on the next shawl. Oops, yarn's caught on a whatsit's foot. This shawl in a ball is the type that has sparkles in it. I don't know how well the sparkles don't show up on camera real well, but all these little light spots are actual silver sparkles. The color of this is called Cleansing Quartz. So it is all different neutral shades of grays and browns. And you can kind of see it here. It's got gray and some tans. And this is kind of a real, it looks cream, but it's actually a real light beige. So very neutral colors. So that's my one work in progress. My other is the Forever sweater that I feel like I'm never going to finish. It'll probably be too cold to wear it once I finish, because I have to make 13.5 inches of this, and I'm only at maybe 6. I'm thinking only about 6. And that's how far I got. I am going to have this with me today. As you're watching this, I'm actually working this Saturday. I'm at an event for my work. And yeah, so I might have some time. I'm going to take it with me in case the crowds are low and I have time to do this. It's a Juneteenth event that I'm doing with some other people from my work. So yeah, I will take this with me just in case it's quiet, because this is something I don't have to have a pattern with, and I can just mindlessly keep going around and around and around and around. Yeah, so yeah, this will be my work. As you're watching this today, I'm at work. I don't work Saturdays very often, and this will be my very last time I have to work a Saturday because I'm retiring the end of next month. Yes, I've been counting down the days. I'm down to, I believe it's 13, well, counting today, which is what I'm working on, be down to 12 working days left. And one of those working days is a day off because I have a doctor's appointment right in the middle of the day, so I took a sick leave day. So that's what I am working on. What have you all been working on this week? We had a large show and tell section today, which is great. That's what we enjoy. I love seeing what everybody is working on. If you would like to participate in the show and tell, it is open to anybody. Just send me a picture of your project. Tell me who it's by, you know, who the pattern is by, or what kind of yarn you're using, anything like that. And I will include it in the show and tell. You can send that information to my YouTube my YouTube email address, which is KatrinasCreations@yahoo.com, or you can send it to Katrina Knits over on Facebook, or you can message me on Facebook as well at Katrina Knits and send me a picture and I will include it. So acquisitions this week. Where did I put the, here we go. I have eyeballs, lots of eyeballs. I got these from Temu. They do not glow in the dark. My first one that I got, this was left over from an event at work. These do slightly glow in the dark. We tested them. I held them underneath the light and then we took them in a dark room. They do glow in the dark. These do not, but otherwise they're the same eyeballs. They are meant, I don't know what you're supposed to do with these things, but they are meant to stick over your finger like that. Why? I'm not sure, but that's what they're meant to do. I'm just using them for other things. I thought they'd look really cute as like a sea creature, you know, and that's the eyeballs, like a little crab or something where the eyeballs kind of sit up above everything. Thought they looked cute, but I don't think I'm going to crochet a crab. I don't have the right kind of colors and I don't really know how to do that. So I had that, and then I also got, this was also from Temu. I think this was like $2.98, and this was around the same price. These are packages of safety eyes, and they have all different sizes in here. Does it say? I think it goes from the littlest up to the biggest. I forget what they are. And then these are the backs to them, but these are just the little safety eyeballs like what I used on the sheep here, the little button eyes. So, and they do come in a variety of sizes, and they come in this really nice case, which would work really nicely for travel, for a jewelry box, or for your medicines. So, you know, we want to upcycle everything, so there we go. So that is what I have for my acquisitions this week. So what am I reading? What am I reading? I finished the book by Peggy Earhart, which was an Irish knit murder. It was good, but I don't think it was as good as some of her other books. It's part of the Knit and Nibble series, so it's all about knitting, although they did have some crochet in the story this time too. So it was good. I just don't think it was one of the better ones of the series, but it was still enjoyable. So that was Knit and Nibble Mysteries, and the title was An Irish Knit Murder, and that is by Peggy Earhart. And then I also finished listening to Aunt Dimity and the Heart of Gold. That one was really good. I enjoyed that. I'm enjoying most of the books from the series. There's only been a couple that have been like, you know, not as good, but this one was really good too. That one, they find something hidden in a priest hole in an old mansion that had a chapel in it at one point. And so they find this heart of gold, and so the main character, Laurie Shepherd, and some of her friends from her village start investigating to find out what it was and why it was hidden there and who hid it. So it was pretty interesting. So I'm now reading, I always have two things going at one time. This one is another Aunt Dimity series. This series is by Nancy Atherton, and this is Aunt Dimity Snowbound. And the main character, Laurie Shepherd, goes out for a walk, or goes out for a hike. She needs a break after Christmas. It's like February, and she just needs a break from all the craziness of Christmas. So her friend talks her into going on a nice leisurely hike that should take her about 3 or 4 hours. And a freak snowstorm comes up, and she ends up stranded in an old abbey with 2 other hikers and a grouchy caretaker. And so, yeah, right now her husband can't come get her or anything because all the roads are closed because of this blizzard. So she is stranded, and she's looking into the history of the woman who was the previous owner of this abbey and what happened to her. So, and you can see in the picture the little pink bunny. This is Reginald. She calls him Reggie. He was her childhood stuffed bunny that Aunt Dimity actually made for her when she was little. So she carries him with her everywhere. And then there's the little blue journal in the picture, because of course Aunt Dimity is a ghost, and she writes to her in the journal. She talks to Aunt Dimity, and Aunt Dimity responds by writing things in the journal. So Aunt Dimity is trying to help her figure out what went on with the history of the old abbey. So this one's been good. I'm about halfway through so far, so it's really good. I'm enjoying that. The other thing I am listening to, I try to have something I'm reading and something I'm listening to. The other one I'm listening to is a Murder, She Wrote book, and that is by Jessica Fletcher, who we all know is a fictional character, but the person who writes for her is her basically writing with Jessica. So they're written as if Jessica Fletcher herself is writing them. And it is called Murder, She Wrote, Death on the Emerald Isle. And Jessica has gone over for a book, it's not a book review, for like a book seminar. She's gone over for speaking engagement over to Ireland for this book seminar. And her next door neighbor from Cabot Cove in the meantime had asked her to deliver some family heirlooms to her family who live in Ireland. And so she's now there, and one of the relatives just showed up dead, because you know everybody that's around Jessica Fletcher has to kick the bucket at some time. And so, yeah, she just went out for a bike ride and found a dead body, of course, because everything shows up dead bodies for Jessica Fletcher. So, yeah, so that's as far as I've gotten in that, so we'll have to find out what happened, because the guy that died wasn't really nice, and lots of suspects involved. So that is what I am reading. If you guys have certain series, book series you like to read, let me know down in the comments, because I always enjoy hearing what other people are reading and checking them out, because I'm always looking for good books. Now it's time for... Now in our Come and Get It section, let me get my notes out, because there is quite a few sales going on right now, which surprises me, because Memorial Day I thought there'd be tons of sales, and there wasn't. But there is, well, when I say tons, there's 4 different companies that have sales running right now, but they're really pretty good sales. So let's get started. Knit Picks is running a summer sale up to 50% off. So the links to all of these sales are down below in the description box. If you just look below the video and click the word, I think it's show more or more, click that, it'll open up, drop down, and all of the different yarn companies are listed alphabetically, so it makes it easier for you to find them. So Knit Picks has a summer sale. The summer sale is lasting till July 25th, day before I retire. So they are having up to 50% off. So that is Knit Picks. Lion Brand is offering 30% off of their yarn and kits. It's like, that's the sale they run a lot. So it's not as good of a sale as some of the other ones, but it's 30% off of yarn and kits. That sale runs through the weekend. It ends on Monday at 9 a.m. So it ends on June 19th, 9 a.m. Annie's Craft Store has a mega blowout sale up to 60% off. There's no coupon codes needed for any of these sales this week. So that is Annie's mega blowout sale up to 60% off. And then we have Lovecrafts, and Lovecrafts is having a sale up to 75% off. It's their big summer sale as well. So that is running. If you would like a pattern for the What's It, there is a link down below. It says My Patterns. If you click on that, it will take you over to Lovecrafts, where all of my patterns are listed. Some are paid for. This one's a freebie. And then, like I said, Wednesday's tutorial that I had last Wednesday, that actually told you how to make it. So if you want the pattern, the written pattern, you can do that as well. So that is what I have for you this week. Wednesday's video, I'm clueless. I'm not sure what, well, I'm clueless on lots of things, but I'm not real sure what Wednesday's video is going to be. I said that last week, and we ended up with a pattern for a What's It. So not sure what I'm doing for this week, but yeah, I have an idea. You'll have to come by. It just hit me. I have an idea for Wednesday. So make sure you come by and check it out. I think it could be fun. So yeah, that will be Wednesday's video that I'm not telling you about right now. You'll just have to check it out when it comes out. So thank you all for watching. Happy Father's Day to those of you whose husbands might be or might not be watching. But anyway, with that, I hope you have a great week, and I will see you again Wednesday for whatever. Bye, everybody.